Most people aren't cleaning their espresso machines often enough, and worse, they may be cleaning them the wrong way. Here's how to effectively and safely clean your espresso machine at home. Today, I'm going to be talking about what to use and what not to use when cleaning your espresso machine at home. This is a Giotto Type V from Rocket Espresso. It's the machine that we use in our studio here to make our morning coffees. It hasn't been cleaned in, well, I can't remember the last time it's really been cleaned. So let's go ahead and deep clean this machine together. Starting off with the outside of the machine, some things that I would avoid would be things like ammonia or bleach, as they can damage the finish, as well as abrasives like barkeeper's friend or steel wool or anything like that. Those can also scratch up chrome and stainless finishes. What I would recommend using is going to be a clean microfiber cloth and something like white vinegar if you do have water staining, and just hot water. That does a great job of getting off most surface stains on chrome surfaces or stainless steel, most espresso machine surfaces that you have. If you have really tough or built-on staining from coffee and residue and milk staining and things like that on the exterior of the machine, you can use some ammonia-free glass cleaner. That does a good job without damaging the finish and will get off almost anything you can put on a machine. Now here's the thing that people at home are not cleaning often enough: the internals. The main process to clean the semi-automatic espresso machines, like a Rocket here, are going to be back flushing, descaling, and hot water wand and steam wand maintenance. Things that I would not recommend using internally for an espresso machine would be things like vinegar. Vinegar has a strong taste that can be hard to get out of these complicated machines. There's lots of water paths and brew paths that you can't even see inside the machine. And if you somehow get vinegar in here during the back flushing process, or in any way by putting it through the water tank, it's going to be hard to get that out without opening up the machine and completely cleaning it out. It's a big pain. Another thing that you don't want to use is going to be dish soap. Some people read the manual and see that it calls for back flushing detergent. That is not dish soap. That is a special type of detergent like the Cafesa that we have here, and it's not dish soap. If you get soap up in there, it's going to be frothy and it's going to be a mess, and you're never going to get that taste out as well. Products that I would recommend using internally on an espresso machine are going to be back flushing detergents such as Cafesa. Cafesa makes a great cleaning solution for both back flushing your machine and for cleaning any of the external components like your portafilter or your baskets that can get coffee oil and residue. It really breaks those oils down in a way that normal household cleaners typically can't, and it gets those rancid tastes both out of your internals of the espresso machine and the external accessories like the portafilter. Another product that I would recommend is going to be Rinza. Rinza is specially formulated to break down milk residue. And if you've ever used your steam wand without cleaning it a few times and realized how hard baked on that milk gets, Rinza does a great job of dissolving that completely, including up inside the steam wand, which people don't even think about when they're steaming. It can pull a vacuum and actually pull milk up inside of there. And imagine milk sitting in a hot machine for days without you even knowing about it. Rinza is a good choice for getting that clean. Cleaning your machine well is essential for getting the best out of your machine, both in terms of longevity and the taste of your coffee and lattes. If you don't clean your machine well, coffee oil can build up inside the E61 group head or whatever group head your machine has, solenoid valves, three-way valves, and it can go rancid, and it has a flat, kind of bitter taste that you'll never get out without doing a deep clean or back flushing. Especially if you're using a coffee with a higher oil content, it's really important to keep the internals of the group head clean. It's just going to extend the longevity and the lifespan of your machine. And if your machine does have a hot water wand, such as this one, you're going to want to make sure, if you're not using it, to run it every couple months at least, just a few ounces of water out of there. These do sit typically at the bottom of the boiler, and if you don't run them, scale can build up there even if you're not using it. And then the next time you do try to use it, say you're on an Americano kick all of a sudden, you're not going to be able to get hot water because it's going to be completely clogged, and it's easily preventable to do if you just flush it every few months. A quick note on descaling your espresso machine at home. A lot of manufacturers, such as Rocket, don't recommend home descaling, especially on the heat exchanger units like this one here. They do this because it can be hard to get descaling solution out of the unit, and it can be hard on the components if you do it incorrectly. Always consult your user manual or manufacturer instructions for descaling, and use the appropriate descaling product. If you're ever unsure about how to take care of your machine or anything that you need to do to ensure its longevity, feel free to give us a call or email us.